Hello, my name is Miles, and this is the Secret Games on Steam, the gaming series where I unearth the lost games on the Steam store. And today's game is Rollers of the Realm. This game promises to be a new spin on pinball. It's sort of like an action-adventure RPG, but also very much just pinball, which is pretty neat. I'm a big fan of an old NES game called Pinball Quest, which was a pinball RPG for the original Nintendo, but this type of game does not appear very often. I think off the top of my head I know of 2 other games that have ever done something like this, so I'm excited about this. I'm a big fan of pinball games. I think they're always a nice little distraction in between video games and things like that. So yeah, I'm all in for this and I can't wait to see what it's like. So straight away we've got a nice little enchanting background here, a nice little main menu, and of course this is, like I said, a kind of adventure RPG pinball game, so there is an actual campaign. Ooh, let's try... No, let's go challenging.
As legend would have it, 3 great warriors were granted immortality and immense power with which to rule our land. Yet as so often happens in our tales, an envious witch appeared. She cursed the 3 warriors and imprisoned them for eternity, slipping the land into endless conflict. Few believe this tale, but it is fitting of our realm. Conflict is endless, and there hasn't been a king or upstart that doesn't claim to be one of the 3 warriors incarnate. They always promise the same thing: a war on tyranny. War is tyranny. It took my family, my village, my childhood. It's as if the war were declared on me, as if I were the witch. So here I am, rolling from town to town, in search of a little coin from the pockets of those who would profit in these times.
Well, that was a lovely little introduction, actually. Very nice. Very nicely acted, voice acted, and yeah.
The better pickings will be in town. We'll head for the gates.
Can't beat having a good dog in a game. Well, I mean, all dogs are good, let's be honest. But you know what I mean. Okay, press space to launch a ball. Use A and L to activate flippers. Oh, A and L. Oh, okay, that's sort of a weird setup, but I suppose for a PC pinball game, it's always going to be a little odd. So nice and responsive. So each character, I guess, in the game is a ball. So there you go. And that was a terrible, terrible shot to begin things with, but it's just the beginning.
Good day.
Off you go, lass. Don't need your lot around town.
You'll need to distract the guards so I can slip past. You up for it, boy?
Okay, I'll build up mana, the blue points, to enable Rogue's special ability, Call Dog. Well, we certainly want to call the dog. So... yeah, this actually might be a little bit difficult to do commentary on, because I tend to get very, very engaged with these type of games. Oh... well, as the game says, balls can sewer without penalty whenever there are no threats on the playfield, as shown by the green sewer icon. Okay, so we're sort of in like almost like a town, village, just sort of gathering quests, I guess, so we can't really die. Oh man, come on. I'm not used to playing pinball with a keyboard. Special ability enabled. Press space to call the dog. Okay. So I guess we launch this. I'm gonna hold my ball here. Yes, there is probably gonna be a lot of euphemisms being used in this video. And there's the dog.
Oh, look at the little rascal.
Okay, get to the sewer. Aha, sneaky. On to the next area. Cool. I was about to say, it's very dark here. Press K to maneuver the ball right, or S to maneuver the ball left. Hold for longer. Okay, so it's like what's it called? Shifting the board almost. Oh, that's interesting. Where to now? Oh, okay. Light all the torches in an area to reveal power-ups and special items. So, okay, and then shift it over there. Charms provide temporary multipliers to gold and mana collections. Okay, so good thing that there is multipliers. That means you can play for high scores, I'm guessing.
This is a sleepy little place. You smell anything worth stealing, boy? Well, let's make this quick then. We shan't wear out our welcome.
Really fantastic presentation. Really liking it. Okay, collect 400 gold, then hightail it out of town. I suppose, yeah, you are a thief. Okay. Punch that ball and let's roll.
Pardon?
Okay, let's see. It always takes a little while to kind of get used to, the playfield of a new pinball game. So let me just hold the ball and look around. So over to the right there, we've got some sort of key down in a little right gutter. Oh, and we've got a treasure chest in the left side, so I guess we've got to go over there. And I guess we hit people to maybe generate the gold.
All right, we better head out.
It seems to be the case. Uh-oh.
Now, where did I put my horse?
The blacksmith wants you out of his town.
The blacksmith can go hang himself.
All right. Beat some sense into him, boys.
Stand still, you blurry names.
What do you think, boy? Should we leave him?
You can't hurt me.
I guess we've got to go save that knight.
I can still
I want to try and get that key, though, for the chest. Yeah, very whimsical, Just fun and lighthearted, it seems. This is also published by Atlas, I think, so it doesn't seem like a Japanese game, but they typically publish games for Japan. Ow! Should have been a little bit quicker on the draw there. Oh, so the dog gives you multi-ball. Oh man, I am doing terrible here.
Leave the old drunk alone.
Big talk for a street rat. We know what you're doing around town. The blacksmith will want to see you and that mutt.
Let's carry on.
Ow, down the gutter. Ow, oh. I'm doing terrible here. There's so much going on the screen. It's such a dynamic playfield that it's very distracting. It's hard to really, get zoned in on things. Oh, so now I'm in like a danger mode because the red skull in the sewer. Oh.
And you're slow-witted too.
Oh, just about. I'm gonna be hammering the keyboard here, I think.
Too quick for you.
Because things are a little bit more tense now. Oh, I keep forgetting about that left gutter. I do like my pinball games, though. I'm not showing off my skills very well here. I do not think so.
And you're slow-witted too.
Ah, that's it.
No! Please don't!
Take your grandpa and leave town. Your mutt stays with us. The blacksmith fancies dog meat.
No! No, don't eat my dog.
No! Please don't!
Oh, go.
What were you thinking mouthing off to those thugs?
They insulted my honor.
What honor? You think you're a knight or something?
Where's your family, child?
My dog is all the family I have. Where does this blacksmith live?
They'll kill you.
You weren't so cautious when your honor was on the line. Where did he take my dog?
Cross town into his territory. I'll take you, milady.
I think I can do without your help.
It would be my honor. To
Yeah, very
reunite
nice
you with
voice
your
acting.
family.
Alright, but try not.
Also, what is it with me and dogs lately in video games? The last game I played was New Scavenger, and bad things happened to a lot of dogs in that game. Okay, so we've got the knight now, and he's got defense and melee and agility and okay. Oh, he's got a shield to protect from the ball going down the drain. Nice, very nice. Okay, let us see if we can actually get this key. No, not yet. No, not yet. Really want to see what that key opens up. Oh, that's a little annoying. It would be nice if it give you the option, maybe, of like opening and shutting that door instead of just prompting you to do it over and over again. There we go, finally, wow. Okay, so now I can go and get this treasure chest and see what's inside. Oh, man, yeah, I've been trying to get that thing for a while now. And of course I get it again for a second time. But yeah, that, the way that you just sort of automatically kind of have to keep pressing not to leave the level is, it's pretty annoying. There we go, so 500 gold. So it's just a bunch of gold. Not really sure if it was worth all the effort, but there we go, we've done it. Okay, so the main square has been completed, and we've got, I guess, a selection of areas here. So we've already been through the town gates. Now let's go to the shanty town. And you can see there's potential XP and amount of enemies. There's a nice little rundown of things that are there.
The blacksmith resides beyond the gate.
Let's, gotta save that dog. Okay, so now we've got 2 balls, and each ball represents a new character.
With the extra armor, you'll need to lead the way, my lady.
Okay, press W to switch characters. I keep having to switch to the mouse to get rid of those icons on the screen. It's a little annoying. Oh, that's right. Okay. So it's like a wee maze here. Interesting. Oh, that's... Huh.
Allow me to clear the way, my lady.
Trap the ball in the main flipper, and then I can press... Oh, okay, cool. So, the knight can do some damage to obstacles, clear the path, so there's definitely a bit of a puzzle element to the game.
I'll show you. Another tight fit.
Okay, so I've got to switch back to my rogue. And all the way. Nice.
Please excuse us. We're just passing through.
Another character.
No worries, little thief. Your arrival is not unforeseen. Do you really wish to call on the town blacksmith?
What? How would you know that?
Word travels on the wind in this town. I will accompany anyone willing to stand up to the brute. I know much about the treatment of grievous wounds.
Well, when you put it that way.
Okay, so we've got a healer now. Increased mana gather and heal, so restore flippers. Huh, so I guess my flippers at some point can take damage? Okay, shift it to the left. Very strange feeling whenever you're shifting things around. Pressing the S and K button, you know, to move left and right. It's very odd. Rat's another vermin drain party mana. I will say, I don't know, it doesn't... Maybe it just takes time to get used to, but it doesn't feel like the most responsive of pinball games. Maybe I'm a little bit... maybe I've just played too many, you know, really good quality ones, like, you know, ones that are actually based on actual pinball tables, and yeah, I don't know, there's something about them. It's not quite floaty, but it's just a little off.
Allow me to clear the way, milady.
Okay, so let's fire up this knight. Oh, okay. Revive the knight. A full mana bar can be used to revive a character. The healer ball collects additional mana from objects and everything else. Okay. Okay, so I guess I've just got to hit a bunch of stuff. Probably light those torches. Collecting gold as well. Ooh, what's that orb? Can I get the orb, please? Trap the ball on the main flipper and select the knight. Oh no, the buttons. Oh. Okay, well, it's been generous with how it plays out so far. Let me just pick that thing up. Okay. Right. What was it again? There we go. The knight excels at close combat. Collect a mana and activate his shield ability. Okay.
I'll let a little daylight in you. Talk to me that way,
So yeah, it's interesting. Each character is a different ball, and each ball has a different way of tackling things. And it seems like your balls pretty much represent how many chances you have, how many lives. So of course the healer is incredibly important. Yeah, the physics in this game, I don't know, some of those bounces, it's almost like there's a invisible spinner, like magnet or something going on behind it, but if that's the case, it should really be represented on the screen. Just doesn't feel quite right. Still love the presentation though. The whole idea of it's really fantastic. Oh, let me switch up to the thief. Okay, and fire. Nice. It's a rough road ahead. Visit the port to purchase equipment or hire additional party members. Okay, so I guess that is a good way to... Or that's where my money and everything goes towards.
Whatever it...
Let's just skip the dialogue. Oh wow, plenty of characters. Okay. So, hired hands. One hired hand may be acquired for every 3 party levels. Well, my party level is 0, so I can't really do too much right now. But I can shop and buy new equipment for my current characters. And we have a lot of stats here, much more than any sort of pinball adventure game I would have thought would need. But apparently there's a lot going on here. A fire dagger increases melee damage and rear attack multiplier. Okay, so the rogue character apparently can actually do backstab. You know, like in D&D, where you attack the character from behind and you get a extra multiplier of damage. Okay, parry chance. Okay, well, there seems to be a fair amount of stuff going on in the game. This is all for you, the viewer, if you like what you see in the game, to check out and kind of get more in depth with. But you know, I don't like to get too into all these type of things. This gaming series really is just a representation of, you know, what the game is like. You know, kind of just seeing how it plays, what it looks like, and, you know, maybe it's for you or not.
Sure.
Okay, so launch the rogue. I bought some equipment. I have no idea what it does. I think it was more armor and maybe more attack damage. Oh, some enemy attacks can damage the flipper. The healer can repair the flippers with mana. Okay, well, let us switch to the knight because we're in combat, right? Aha, and it works brilliantly. So yeah, it's I guess it's coming together a little bit more now. You know, you really start to figure out, like, oh yeah, you know, I need this character in this situation, and I guess the knight is too heavy to get up there, so I've got to switch to someone else. See if I can just finish these guys off.
Talk to me that way. I'm the knight.
Oh, I knew that was gonna happen. Okay, switch to the healer. Wait, can I just revive him? Oh no, I need a little bit more mana here. Okay. I like the look of the playfields, but I'm not a big fan of small playfields like this. Progress to the next level? Yeah, sure, why not? Okay, so now we've got branching paths. Let us go to the cemetery, because that actually reminds me of Pinball Quest. I think it started in a cemetery, as far as I can remember. Let's fire off the healer. Ooh, okay. Some of these flippers are very strange. Yeah, that wooden flipper doesn't seem to be as responsive. It's like heavier or something. Aha, that's how you do it. Oh, there's a sword in the middle. I just noticed that. Okay. I got the key. Let me switch characters here and see if the knight can actually maybe get through and pick up that sword. This level is actually like a pachinko machine. Yeah, you know, it's interesting. I was actually discussing this with someone online the other day, but it really is up to these smaller developers to kind of lead the way in terms of new genres and or at least giving old genres a new spin. It's very rare that AAA publishers, you know, or developers, I should say, really take risks anymore, which is a shame. It's typically, you know, they sort of copy and paste a lot of things. You know, like the Battle Royales are a perfect example of that. I mean, how many big game companies now are taking what a small developer, like, what is the guy's name? Or Player Unknowns, yeah. Took Player Unknowns, you know, Battleground thing. And even before that, there was the Culling, another small development studio. And you could even go further back than that and say, like, oh, well, the Arma mod, revive him. The Arma mod for DayZ was kind of like the first one of those type of things. Even a long time ago, Minecraft was also a small indie developer before it took over the world, changed everything. But once you know, one of these things gets popular, then people tend to run with it. And now you've got EA and everything, and Activision, Blizzard, all doing the same thing as these little indie developers, but they do not like to take the chances to begin with. So it really is up to these indie developers to lead the way in innovation, which, you know, shouldn't necessarily be the way things go, but it is what it is. And another level done. Okay, we've unlocked some new items as well. New items being people, apparently. Okay, so we've leveled up my party to level 1, so we can hire someone. if I had the money. A farm boy, a barmaid, the alchemist, or the monk. Farm boy, huh? Doesn't exactly scream excitement, but whatever. Okay, let's head off to the Thug's Den. Plenty of combat, I'm sure, coming up.
Very well.
Launch the rogue. So if I can backstab here a bit. Get the ball from behind. Yeah, it does indeed do a little bit extra damage. Oh, we've got some guys coming towards us here.
And you're slow-witted too.
Yeah, so I like the idea of this game, at least. The execution is kind of good. I like everything about it except maybe the ball mechanics, which is kind of the most important thing. I don't know, I'm still having a little bit of trouble with it. It just... It's hard to put my finger on it, you know, if it's... it just doesn't feel quite right.
You again? Only one thing to do with a street rat. Step on it.
Oh no, don't step on a rat. Terrible. More animal cruelty in my video game series. Oh, this guy looks pretty beefy, actually. So let us switch to the knight. Oh yeah, he does not like that. See, I think the game works well in this kind of a playfield. I think the little puzzle areas are pretty good too, but some of the sort of combat slash puzzle sort of adventure areas, you know, the little places in between that we've been to so far, some of them just aren't all that great, I don't think. Let me see. Okay, bring the knight back in. Hammer it. I need to take out that guy on the left, though, because he's throwing knives at me. And my flipper health is not too bad at the moment. I suppose I am playing this on challenging as well. So... I'm not doing too bad. I say just as soon as my guy dies, but... Yeah, I'm glad I didn't go with novice. I kind of hate to think what that would have been like. And another level. Okay, so this is like the boss, I guess.
What are you after now, old man? You drank my town dry already.
Stand aside, cur, or I'll blacken your tarnish.
All right, don't get you jerking in a knot.
I beg your pardon, milady.
You have...
Your dog.
I'll feed you my boots.
No, don't eat the dog. We've got to save the dog. It's very important. I don't know what the dog's name is, but it does not matter. It's like The Walking Dead. You can just have a dog and name him Dog. And I will fall in love with Dog. And Dog shall never die in The Walking Dead. And if it does, then I will never watch the show ever again. Okay, so we've got the boss here. I don't know. I think maybe there could be something a little bit more dynamic going on with these enemies at times. Well, he does seem to kind of be parrying me, doesn't he? Oh, that is not good. Revive her.
Give me strength.
So I've got to generate some more mana here. That's very helpful. And I got the dog loose! Yay! So I got the dog now, and it's multi-ball with the dog. Everybody's favorite thing that I just made up. That guy's freaking out because the dog's after him. That's great.
Show some respect.
Okay, now can I hold? Held the wrong one.
Rise, my
Gotta revive her, because she's the only one that can really heal, I think. Okay, and... I'm not sure how good of an idea this is, but...
Stay back.
Multi-ball is up again. Okay, can I hold? Oh, beautiful. Beautiful work. Okay, got the knight back up, and away we go. Oh, what's that healing potion? Let's rock. Okay. I guess maybe like a more damage or something? Okay, this is definitely much more exciting now. Again, maybe the boss could be a little bit more into this. There we go. Awesome. Killed a dog-killing blacksmith.
All right, boy.
We should move on. The blacksmith is brother to the local baron. He's sure to dispatch his militia to keep a firm grip on the town.
If it's the Baron we've crossed, where will we go?
I wouldn't know. The battlefield was my home.
I know of an outlaw camp where all sorts take refuge.
Is a knight prepared to join the outlaw ranks?
Have I not already?
You should leave town. Go to the realm map to travel to new areas. Realm, top left. Okay. And we've got a map of the entire area. Use left and right to change selection and to pick their place. Or just use the mouse. Okay, so we can head off to the woods. Well, there you go. I think that's a pretty good place to wrap things up. Gives you a little indication of what the game is like. I like the premise. I like the idea of it. I like the execution a little bit less. I think in terms of the presentation and the artwork, it is really top-notch. The music's nice. Everything's just really nice about it. I really do like that, you know, sort of Euro medieval setting. It's not very high fantasy or anything. It's very sort of, I don't know, wooden and lived in. It's got a great little atmosphere to it, which says a lot for a pinball game. I can also see how you could get sucked into the game, you know, with all of the stats and the new equipment and new characters and new abilities and everything mixing and matching together. I'm sure later on, you know, especially with those characters and their special abilities. Really interested to see how that all works out. Having a pinball game with a small playfield is very difficult to do, and I feel like some of the maps that I played there, they worked well. Some of the maps were almost like Crazy Golf, and that was kind of good as well, although, I don't know, I think maybe just sticking with the pinball aspect would have been a little bit better. I think the Crazy Golf, where it's like mazes and things like that, works. It's, well, maybe in the long term, you know, of a campaign, it would work nicer in between the gaps of the full-on pinball sort of areas. But from my playthrough, it didn't seem like all of the playfields and the maps and everything, they didn't all feel equal. Some of them were definitely a lot more enjoyable than others. Another thing that I didn't like about it was I thought the ball physics was a little weird. I felt like the game was always trying to kind of funnel the ball into the mid-playfield so that you could continue sort of getting the most exciting experience, I guess, but it didn't make for a very accurate one. You know, while I was playing, I really didn't feel like I had complete control over trajectories and everything like that, and really, I always like to know where my balls are going to go. That did not sound correct. Quickly moving on, though, I think that it's a pretty nice game. I do have issues with it. I think it's definitely more geared to casual players. It is a very cheap game to pick up, and at the same time, I feel like you could probably get a lot of hours out of it. You could definitely really sink some time into it, and I am curious about the story. I actually really like the characters. I really like the dog. The dog is awesome. He's a dog. He is, by default, awesome, but it's enticing, you know, it draws you in, and especially coupled with that artwork, that nice, beautiful, you know, painted kind of style. It's very nice, and I do see myself playing more of this. So if you can get over those few griefs that I have, I think it's a pretty good game that you should definitely check out. If you like this video and want to see more, then I have an entire series of videos just like this. And if you like what you've seen, then please don't forget to comment and like and subscribe, and make sure to tell your family, friends, and especially your pets. And I will see you next time on the next Secret Games on Steam. So, bye for now.